Happy Monday, happy week. Welcome to Toy Grinds Live. My name is Grindhead Jim, and let's talk about collecting. So, first and foremost, after the stream, make sure you join us over on Largo's Lair's Infinite Playlist this week with special guest Stu from the Universal Toy Collector. That's going to be a lot of fun. Hope you guys will be over to see this. Now, to address the elephant in the room, Giraffe saying that, he says, yes, the video the world's been waiting for, can't wait. All right, I do want to really want to let's make sure we're messing with our expectations here, okay? There is not one single new overpriced statue pre-order being discussed during this stream. I have none prepared. This is about the statues as a hobby themselves. I am not showcasing any. We can talk about specific examples if you remember them, but I'm not bringing up any links. It's not about that. This is about getting into the mind of the statue collector. And hopefully we can learn something. Okay? Okay. Johnny Sorensen is here, says, yo, son, where them toys at? Largo's Lair is here as well. And we got Wilhelm Toy and Hobby, who says, grind, grind, grind. And Epic Badger is here, and Gojatron is here and says, let us find these statue people and end them. We don't have to end anybody, but I see where you're going. Bill Wift is here, and Bjorn seems to want some impossible things after this show. And that's fine, Bjorn. You wish in one hand and poop in the other. It's okay. Bill said, I don't want them, nor will I buy them. I just want to look at them. The statues, yes. Jason Garcia is here. TAC is here. Nolan is here. And Daniel Carhuna is here. Welcome, one and all, to the show. So, before we get into talking about, what other people put on their shelves, and how they're this wacky and crazy, I wanted to show you, my shelf. So, I'm just going to show you something because I'm going to do pickups a little bit later. Some of my pickups I can't really show. Like, I can, but I didn't have it set up because they're all loose on the shelf. And I wanted to put them on the shelf. It's the most beautiful feeling in the world to just open a toy and put it on the shelf with its brothers and sisters. It is so cool. So, let me show you just a little snippet of what I did this weekend. So, I got my Marvel Legends going here, and so from left to right, there is the Destroyer from the Thor Destroyer 2-pack. Thor is on the far right with his beard in full effect. You got a Marvel Select Venom behind a Leonard Xenomorph, which I've had for a while, and I forgot it even came with this face hugger, which is in the center that the Doctor Doom from the Doctor Doom Captain Marvel 2-pack is looming over. Electro's behind him, being electrifying. Moon Knight standing, looking confused and ineffectual, which very Moon Knight, if I do say so myself. A 2015 Marvel Legends Daredevil looks either like he's getting ready to jump or take a shit. I can't decide which. Behind him is the Sky Cycle from Hawkeye, which is a great figure. The biggest problem with that figure is that there's no knocking hand, so he can't really hold the arrow the way he's supposed to. But the way the arrow is built, if you take an X-Acto knife and just slice it right between his finger, it will work. I know this because Swoosh did it and it worked. I haven't done it to mine as of yet. Not a big Swoosh fan, not him. But that particular review I thought was a really good idea, and it seems to be working. And then on the far right, you have, of course, bearded comic Thor. You have a comic Black Panther in the back. If you squint, he's just kind of back there. All white Vision. Captain Marvel of the Monica Rambeau variety, which is it's a picture-perfect comic rendering. And then, of course, the very first version 1 Iron Man suit, which is a really, really good figure. Do not sleep on that. If you have any love for that version of the armor, just get it, because the paint job is worth it. It's so good. And yes, Bjorn, that is the Electro you sent to me. It's the only Electro I have. And I was so happy to get him out of his bubble and have him interacting with the heroes. Badger says Daredevil's doing lunges, going to have some strong glutes. Yeah, right. Yeah. I see a couple statue jokes in here. Fair enough. All fair enough. But since even yesterday, I got the Doctor Doom and the Captain Marvel 2-pack. I got it yesterday. And like the day before that, I had gotten something else. I don't remember. It all runs together. But in having those, I just immediately took them out of the box and put them on the shelf to hang out with these guys, because this little... And this is not where they're staying either. They just... I wanted to get the figures out and put them on the damn shelf. And I know how quaint that seems to a lot of you, probably. But as you guys know, I don't get a chance to do this kind of stuff. Or haven't, historically, up until recently, have I had the chance to do that sort of stuff. So... it was important to me to show that off as part of like a kind of a collection update / display update. As you guys can see back here, we've got Millennium Falcon and everything all hanging out with some toys. So it's super cool to be able to show that off finally. Have it right in the camera. It's a lot of fun for me. So I'm having a good time. Yeah, Iron Fist is coming, and I did order 2. So Power Man. Wow. Get those if you could. Power Man I ordered. Iron Fist I didn't come out with yet. So, there you go. Be fun. Who will? Stop having so much fun! Why are you having so much fun? Grind. Come on, man. Statues, man. Alright, fine. Give me a second. Alright? Jesus Christ. I just got here. Fuck. Show us the statues. Let's talk statues. Statues. Alright. So, I wanted to start by talking about statues in a display environment. Take a look at one and see what that invokes in our head. What we can assume, right? So I'm going to start with this one. This is a display of what appears to be mostly, if not all, Marvel statues. And it's a nice case. It's not a Detolf, which we often associate with the statue collector. Okay, but it's similar. It's a nice case, and it's got lighting in it, but it's all black interior, so you can't see shit. That's all right. But from what I can see, you've got a Namor at the bottom there, and you got somebody with a sword, I think. You got a Galactus, though, with all these smaller scale Fantastic Four and Silver Surfer. Like, this is a cool little display. Very cool. You've got a Hulk here, and what I'm guessing is Magneto or Doctor Doom, but I can't see for shits. I don't know. You've got Captain America and other guys, an Apocalypse, a Sabretooth, and a Deadpool. It's kind of all over the place. I don't know if these are the statues this person can afford. I don't know if these are the ones they really, really wanted, or if they're overspilled from another part of the house. But they're certainly they're statues, right? And let's assume all of these cost in the realm of $50 a pop, or even, well, let's average it out to 80. All right, most of these are over 100. These kinds of things. But we'll just assume they're 80 apiece. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll call this 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. All right, so that's 14 statues in there at an average price of $80, and that's being very conservative. How many do we say? 13. It's $1,040. Okay. $1,040 in what we can see, not including the shelf, because everyone's going to use different shelves, right? The Tumna. Okay, I thought it might have been, but I didn't want to speak out of turn. So, behind me, okay, I mean, pick a shelf, and you're approaching that value, or exceeding it, depending upon the shelf. It's kind of crazy to think about how much we spend on our toys when we criticize these folks that are into statues. So again, any one of the shelves behind me are rivaling the cost of that entire shelf. Think about that for a second, right? Think about that. There's something to it, right? Now, there are people that don't only collect statues, but collect other, eccentric items, I guess we'll say. All right. So this person is definitely into Japanese and anime stuff. They've got some chibi things over here. They've got some kind of Japanese interpretation. Looks like Boba Fett and a Stormtrooper. I guess that's Mickey Mouse and Elmo, but these are all like in a weird interpretation Japanese. Traditional anime 7-inch scale characters. It looks like an Iron Man right there-ish person. Mix and match here. Some Gundam stuff, more Gundam, So they're mixing and matching scale quite a bit. There is some uniformity, but a lot of mix and match in these shelves. These are more like your traditional detolfs. They may even actually be detolfs. And it's, it takes that whole, this is an expensive statue of something that I like, but I wouldn't pay for it. Now I get into things that, for the most part, I'm not into anything that's on this shelf. And it just makes me kind of go, I don't know I don't know why anyone would buy that. That person, if they look at this full screen image of my shelves, might say the same thing. Might go, well, those look cool, but there's not for me, right? That's a fair enough thing, right? Now you get into something like this, where it's custom shelving built specific to the purpose. I only know this because it was on a custom shelving construction website thing. This guy's got a huge bust of Wolverine, a big statue of him right there. And same thing with Captain America and a couple different Cap statues down here. You've got some different era of turtles, 2 different types there from the comic. Looks like he's into Raph quite a bit. Up top, there's a Magneto bust, and I think that's still Magneto there. Up top on the left side, you got another Wolverine bust with another Wolverine statue and Sabretooth. Then you got Wolverine and Sabretooth. The guy's got his favorites, and he's got really nice shelves with really good lighting to display it. And to me, we're getting into some, what I would call statue comparisons. All right? But when I think of someone who collects statues, I think of this. I think of the person that is just doing statues, are hyper focused on the stuff they do like, and they just do it. And so I kind of get that. But I definitely wanted to show that. This is where I would start, as far as like in my head image. But the reality is more like the other two pictures that we saw. For example, this first one, you can see some decent furniture floating around. There's a humidifier here, and there's a little fan down here, which tells me they don't have central air necessarily, or their air is crap. They have. It's a nicely kept home. It's very nice to play in what looks to be either a guest room or a bedroom. So this is not part of some crazy large display room like some of us have, or a dedicated space as some of us are lucky to have. This looks to be in a living room area on display. Very nice. Again, rather eccentric for what it is. This is purpose-built in the home, either as part of a closet, because I think that's a door latch here, or it's, part of a larger living area or a den or a basement or something, but it's designed to be shown off, right? And I think the same can be said for a lot of displays that we do participate in. This one is what we're more familiar with, I'd say. You can tell it's next to a desk, next to a computer, and he's got 3 undeniably Detolf IKEA shelves and statues of similar, stuff. But it's clearly a lot of it's from the same company. So he's got, all kinds of Marvel properties and some fantasy stuff and a couple other comic book characters and Conan and all this kind of stuff. But it's clear that this person is out to display these. So it's kind of like, this guy's doing this nice office display. But it's not on camera if he's doing Zoom calls, so it's just for him. Right? So I'm trying to take you guys on a journey here. This is a mock-up. This is clearly not a whole room. This is even photoshopped characters in here from what I could tell. But it did, because none of the scales are right. As far as the figures that are on display here, like this is clearly either a DC Multiverse or even a freaking 4-inch from the Batman. And over here's a 7-inch Venom from Marvel Select. Now, just for, this Venom towers over a regular 6-inch figure. Like, if he stood straight up, he's huge, which is what he's doing in this picture, right? So this is wrong. That Red Hulk's bigger than that Venom. Like, this is complete Photoshop job, right? But this infers that the person who bought this shelf has one of the automated Roombas, right here with their charging dock. Well, they've also got this weird smattering of this anime stuff here and a mismatched bunch of Marvel Legends and Pixar stuff here. And then all even more fucked up things here. And then, like, Hawaiian Ninja Turtles up here. So the lifestyle that this picture is trying to impart to you if you buy this shelf is that you live a lap of luxury and you can just fuck about with scale at your own whim. And then, of course, you get people that collect figures and only have some statues. I know you're out there. I know some of you are in here right now. But he's got some nice statues here. Real nice statues. A couple busts and whatnot over here. But the majority of what he's rocking are just full-blown figure sets. And it's great. And it's like a corner of the room. Nice and bright. Does the thing. Again, it's not as crazy as even this is. Because, I look at other people's displays and I kind of go, am I doing it right? Because I think that mine is subpar. It's subpar to what I want it to be eventually. But it's getting there in places, right? That is a much more modest display than mine, for sure. Mine's just an in-your-face kind of a thing. And I think the statues can be a little bit of both. That's what I wanted to bring into this. So, that's first impressions. Those are the kinds of statue collectors that exist, as far as I know. And I want to get you guys' insight on each of those. Do you see a lot of differences there? Do you think that you could learn something from any of those pictures? You tell me. I'm going to catch up with chat while you're doing that. That looks like a living room. Obviously, you don't have a wife. Well, our living room's full of physical media and games. So, it's just a matter of having the right partner, I think. But if you have the right partner and they don't want movies in the damn, anything in the damn living room, then you don't do that. Yes, that Elmo definitely looked like it was going to get up and kill somebody in that one picture. That's for sure. Johnny Sorensen said, if I had a Scarface mansion, I'd have some statues. No superheroes, just naked ladies and powder. Gotta keep it classy. Yeah, that's fair. Some life-size statues people also collect. Sure. Giraffe says, Captain America and Wolverine busts. Noob, I would have gotten a Black Widow bust and head. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Will had a dude come in the store, collects brass lamps. Showed me a picture of his collection. It was multiple shelves from floor to ceiling. People collect all sorts of things. Yep. Giraffe says an Andre the Giant life-size statue would be sick. Yes, it would. It would. People like what they like. Precisely. They might seem weird to us, but I know my friends and family look at my collection the same way. Sure. Absolutely. Absolutely. And I agree. If the smallest figure on your shelf is Godzilla, you're doing it very, very wrong. It's true. It's true. Alright. No one likes seeing how other people display their stuff. I agree. Because it always gives a person ideas, right? Bjorn says, statue people have very display options as us regular folk. True. Nope, no Megalon statues as of yet, sir. Badger says, if it were still on sale, I'd consider buying the Jin Urso deluxe statue from Hot Toys. But secondhand, she's maybe $200 or $300. Yeah, that's a lot to spend for any one item. I think that's kind of what this comes down to. So let's go back through these pictures. This is a nice shelf, but it's not a Detolf. Which means it probably costs less than a Detolf does. Or the guy likes black a lot. Went with this option. Got some nice statues that aren't cheap, but not an obscene amount. This is clearly in a bedroom or a guest bedroom of some sort. There's a fan and a humidifier there, so someone sleeps there. This is like a private, here's my thing collection room, right? And with the shutters and the layout of the room that I can see, this is probably someone who's making a decent amount of money, but they're not breaking anyone's bank, right? This is a guy who might have to skip going out to lunch at work a couple days a week and brown bag it to be able to afford this stuff. Or is taking their decent income and investing it well and making some dividends where they can afford this stuff. That's how I take it. And I don't want to judge any books by their cover here, but I'm just going with the information that I have. So this is not some rich asshole that lives in a huge mansion and he just has just a menagerie of statues, or has the one life-size Doctor Doom on a throne, which how that would be the awesomest foyer ever, by the way. But these happen to exist in his or her life, and it's not their main priority, even though they've done really good with this display. This one, and I think it was Giraffe that said this is probably photoshopped, and I'd agree. You're probably right. It's probably the same issue we had with the other one. This is also what looks like a living room. People will say, too much daylight, it's going to mess this up or mess that up. Again, living room, and this is meant to infer they have a really nice living room. These are really nice cases to display your stuff. As this is probably fake, there's not a lot you can really determine, except the impression meant to be given is that this person that has these cases lives an eccentric, smart, stylish lifestyle, right? They're not using industrial shelves like yours truly, right? Whereas this guy with these super custom deluxe built-in cabinets and these massive statues and a very in-your-face display, clearly this guy's got some money. There's no question about it. This is what the guy was after, and he got it. my first, kind of brush with collecting while I was in the Marines, I almost bought this Alex Ross Spider-Man bust that was out. This full-size bust was out at the time for about $120, and I had the money, and I wish I'd have spent it. It's one thing I wish I had, but it's something where things happen for a reason, right? I mean, I probably wasn't going to be ready to collect at that point, but I loved that thing, right? But that was only about this big. Look at some of the stuff this guy's got. Like it's insane how big this stuff is. This guy clearly has some money put into every aspect of it, and he wants you to know it. Yeah, that's a very nice display of that. It's a cool set. Wilhelm knows. I want to know the story of how Jim infiltrated the very elusive statue collecting guild to get these photos. There were some shifty go-betweens and words were exchanged. I may have been scarred for life. I may have scarred others for life. You'll never know. But we do what we can to bring you the show here. Giraffe says, I've told the girlfriend that collecting Mondo Motu leads to future statue collecting to bonk me on the head and for me to say no. Hired a ninja. That's right. Evan Badger says, when you collect micro-sized vehicles in playsets, any $20 shelf looks like a huge display. True. You need some fancy shelving to display your Dollar Tree Gundams. Yeah, they got some good Gundams in Dollar Tree. That's right, that's right. The all-new mini micro-statues, new from Galoob. Steven S. saying is tastefully done. Okay. I mean, do I have a particular set of skills? I mean, do I? I'm glad you made it out alive. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So moving on. Again, this is what most of us think of when we think of a statue collector. They cram all the different statues into their details, use the tops, get the lights, and they're usually like tucked away somewhere. In this case, by a desk, like an office space. It's personal, nice thing. I'm glad that you're okay. I'm not okay. You had a power failure. Ew, don't like it. But again, this screams to me middle to, quote, upper middle class. They've got some money, but he's not going nuts. There's clearly something to it. Where, again, I think there's a certain amount of stereotyping that does go with what we've heard. You got Gerald likes his statues, and he puts them in his office where only he can to see them, and stuff like that. That's what I think about. And this is similar to this one, which looks to be, a side room of some kind. There's pink stuff on the floor. It looks like dog dishes, so maybe they're sharing that space with the pooches. I don't know. But I love this display. Clearly DC primarily focused, and this person really put the work in. It's a really cool shelf. And the statues are kind of an accent rather than the whole piece. But there's no shortage of money backing those shelves, that's for sure. Because a lot of us say things like what Ian Sweeney is saying. If I had silly money, you want a 1-1 Yoda or a 500 First Trooper. Yeah, if we had crazy money, I think all of us would have at least one statue of something, right? Like, I think what I would do with crazy, crazy money, like super crazy money, I would take the King of the Monsters, pose, but maybe a different Godzilla. So it would straight up, but I would make it like maybe the Godzilla 85. And just have a stone fountain made with that. So you just have like him in the center, and he's shooting out the water like it's his breath, and then that makes the fountain go. Say, like a wishing well with a fountain. Like, I would do that. That's where I would go with it, because you want to make it like, you want to fool people into thinking it's a really classy piece of art, and then you're like, oh, fuck, it's Godzilla. Right? I think we all say that. If we had the money, we'd do it. But as I hope I've illustrated in the pictures that we've shown, you don't have to have a ton of money to buy these. You just have to focus on getting those. It's no different than, people we know like Jason Garcia, who goes after the Monster Arts Godzilla figures, which are $100 plus a pop. I don't hear about him buying a ton of other stuff, but that's his focus. That's what he likes. And it's, again, I don't think it's a question of how much money you make or have to spend. It's a question of what you want to spend it on, right? Tons of these statues, even without articulation, are really cool and would be very welcome to look at in the right setting. But if you said I had to trade one of these collections for a couple of those statues, I'd say, no, I don't want that. Because this is what I'm into. I want something I can pose and have some kind of dog in the fight. I want to have the power, to quote the Masters of the Universe tagline. The whole point of that was that you're in control. Just like with superpowers, like, who wins, you decide. And I didn't realize what they were saying, but they were trying to say that if you have this toy, then you're in charge. And it was smart marketing for both lines, but I didn't think about it that way until I was much older. With statues, it's just like, boom. A lot of us say we want good representations of certain characters, and we go after those things. But you can get that out of a statue in one go. Instead of buying the first version of a certain costume that comes out, and then waiting for the other costume to come out, then waiting for them to update the articulation and come out with both of those twice. In the meantime, you find a variant that has an unmasked head you want, and this and that. And meanwhile, for that one representation of that one character, you spend about $150 to $200 on 8 different versions of the character to either kit bash together the perfect one, or to have all the parts you want for that one perfect figure. With Motu, the same could be said. If you want the perfect He-Man, you got to buy about 8 He-Man figures of different types to get all the parts and origins to make like a perfect He-Man with expressions. So I think we have to start looking at things that way. It's way too easy to see the price tag of one thing and say, "Oh, I'd never buy that." But then if you look at, just one shelf on your toy shelf, think about how much that's worth now or how much you may have paid for it at the time. You're willing to pay for it then. So that's the whole point of this. This is a bit of a bait and switch. And I'll explain why here after I check in with chat. Like a 6th scale Godzilla statue? Okay. Not enough articulation? Of course. Wishing well. Grind and tell. Cool idea. Yeah. So you were singing the same song that dude from... he was in Rambo 4. One was just called Rambo. And he's singing it like endlessly on the boat. One of my girls like, "Hey there, I had to work late and buy an overpriced statue." Just kidding. Yes. Overpriced cardboard statues are your jam? There you go. Standees. Standees are awesome. I would have a few of those if I had an easier space to put them. Like, I could probably put one right there, but that shelf would then get covered up, and it's all this crap. We'll eventually get stuff like that, that's for sure. Ian Sweden says, off topic, but as it just popped in my head, thought I'd mention it. As an adult collector, I think I'd spend, quote, statue money on an army building, which I couldn't do in my youth. There you go. I will say, as someone who is troop building as opposed to an army, I think we need to start differentiating. Troop building means like a squad, like 8 or less. Army building is like 9 or more, where you're building a whole platoon of figures. So, but yes, because I've troop built quite a few Black Series Stormtroopers and didn't really mean to, but it happened that way. I've got like 6 or 7, and I've got at least 4 each of almost all the troop builder figures in Motu Origins, and it's getting kind of nuts. If I had crazy money, there are some figures that I would get a hold of and make molds of and print like crazy. Because that would be better use of the money, right? Love a bust of Power Girl. There you go. Nice. I thought that was going in a dirty direction. That's why I laughed, Steven. I'm not laughing at the concept. I just saw bust and Power Girl, and I was like, here we go. Soren says, I used to have an 8-foot tall Mario 64 cardboard standee 98 bedroom. Got it for free. Yeah, I had access to all that stuff, and I just didn't abide myself. Didn't take advantage. Johnny says, my dad drove it home squishing our heads in the car. Yep. Johnny says, where I used to work, they wanted to connect a parking lot to a building with a steel bridge. I wanted to get a life-size Darth Vader standee to put on it. Think Bespin. Yeah, I can see that. I am altering the deal. Pray I don't alter it any further. Yeah, I'm with you on that. That'd be fun. That'd be fun. So what I'm trying to get at here, guys, is that when we look at anyone who collects anything else, and you see the same amount of attention, love, and care put into displaying them as they do our stuff, rather than see someone we can relate to, we look at them and say, "What? Why would you do it like that? Why would you do that?" So if I'm going to park $500 on one shelf, I'm going to park $500 that way. The $500 they're going to park on the shelf might look something like one of those statues you just saw, and that's what they want. It really put things in perspective when, we knew we were getting the Dragonfly. I'm like, that's a big piece. And then looking at some of the 3D printed stuff that's going to be coming our way, once we get a secure printer, which in a couple weeks I'm going to start making a plan, figuring out the best way to do it, so that I can afford to get the filament right away too. So I can just start printing stuff, because I got so much stuff I want to print, and not just figure stands. But it made me think of, like, looking at things things you could make now, along with the fact that we are getting into some bigger ticket stuff. Like, honestly, having a Millennium Falcon, I didn't think it was ever going to happen. I didn't. And there are some people that they look at it and go, oh, you got a 90s Falcon, cool. They're not that uncommon. But when it's been put into your head how hard Star Wars collecting is in today's day and age, and you see the prices going up on everything, you build it up in your head that it's impossible to attain it. And then one day it shows up on your door and changes your perception of things. So between like those events, getting the shelf, seeing things, really having to take a look at the value of what's on the shelf, for better or for worse, which is why we talked about getting insurance, things like that last week. I think we have to start remembering that this is just, any shelf you look at, that's their shelf. This is mine, that's theirs, you have yours. And they're all equally valid. Whether you have one toy or 100 or 1,000 or whatever, or you have a statue or a combination of statues and toys, or dare I say it, even pop vinyls. I will never understand the appeal of those beyond the fact they were an accessible thing at a time when toys were not doing that great. And I think people just got hooked in and stuck with it, right? But those displays to those people mean a lot. I don't understand why, but if that's what really makes them happy, cool, fine. I wish they'd get into something a bit more accurate to the human form, but that's fine. Like, what's garbage to us is gold to them. And even though I think I'm starting to see that bubble burst, because there's a toy shop here in town that it was mainly pop vinyls, but they also did all the main toy lines. They were just in the back. And they've recently made a change to where the pop vinyls are one smaller section of the store. And they're doing monthly online auctions of these things. And so that's going away. So I think that we prejudge each other quite a bit based upon what we collect. And I think it's time that we stop doing that. Because there's going to come a time when none of this stuff gets made for any of us anymore, because we're no longer marketable. So we need to be ready to hug each other when that day comes. Johnny says, wish I could have gotten an Optimus Stampede from this year. It'll be in the garbage. Cody said, if I had some FU money, I'd buy the $450 Harryhausen Kraken statue from X Plus. That is a pretty nice statue, dude. Um, I said, yes, Power Girl's bust would look great on my shelf. Yes. Yes. We can't have these specials showing poop vinyl collections. Everyone go blind. The channel would implode. You're right. That's why I'm not bringing anything up. Keith Knight is here. It is you who are the sexy beast, sir. Good to see you. Really good to see you. Batman press out book blends video cost $112. Most of the time sells for over $300. Really surprised to get it for a good price. There you go. So he bought a book with paper goods that you're supposed to pop out. For the value of it's $300, but it only cost him like $112. Well, for either of those price points, you could get a statue pretty easily. It takes different shelves to move the world. You're right. When there's no more room in hell, poop vinyls will walk the earth. Yes. Come and knock on our door. We've been waiting for you. Everything's hers and his. Three's company too. Didn't even try to change the lyrics? I went through all that singing. Didn't even make a joke? What's wrong with you, Largo? It's too hot down there. Come on, man. Well, I appreciate that, Steven. Roman Corbett says, so no argument for me. I don't buy much modern stuff due to price, but I buy expensive punch-out books. It's all about what's important for you. There you go. There you go. There you go. All right. Largo says, I'll get a Justice Jogger just as soon as Grindhead Jim devotes himself to a shelf of Funko Pups. No. The ones that I have are like kept separate, so they can't multiply. Right? You know, I have a couple, and the ones that I have I like. I do like them. They're different. You know, when you're used to looking at all this, it's nice to have a different shape to break up everything, right? And also, again, the year that I got them was like, I'm getting these and that's it. And then people started gifting them to me after that. And I shouldn't have told anybody I got them. But I'm never going to do a whole shelf for them. It's not going to happen. Of the, 6 or 7 that I have, I'm probably going to get rid of at least 3 or 4 of them. Pops are like Mogwai? No. Pops don't eat your stuff out of your fridge and turn into danger. I don't think everyone needs a Justice Jogger. And I told you guys before, I almost bought one a couple weeks back. The price was right. It was actually a perfect price. I was just like, there's other stuff I want right now. So I did. Stephen S. says, I love getting the first appearance comic book of a character I love, then displaying the most comic-accurate figure on the shelf with that comic in the background. Largo does something very similar with that. And I think that's great. And if well, let me rephrase it. When I get a larger space, I might start going a bit more like that. Because right now, I think I'm going to just try to cluster figures together as teams. Just for fun. Because I'm realizing more and more that I'm getting more and more teams. So I thought I'd have some fun. So, before I come back around to chat, I do want to show you 2 actual pickups from last week. First is this is a vintage cloud car with busted up stickers on both sides. I have a sticker set in the mailbox waiting for me I'm going to clean this off and get the stickers going, but it's otherwise in good shape. Canopies work, everything's doing what it's supposed to do. It's in good shape. You know, like the canopies are a little loose, but they're not broken. And landing gear work. I mean, what more do you want for a cloud car? And I got it nice and cheap. So, only thing left for the Bespin theme stuff would be, I guess, a TIE Fighter. And that's the next thing on my list. Keith Knight says, Jim, the bass player is here. It's all good now. Rhythm section complete. You're welcome. I love you too, man. We should jam, man. We should do that. Team, team, team. I just love saying team now. Yes, I did too. When I had the original back in the day when I was a kid, I loved this thing. Flew it around all the time. I loved working the landing gear and stuff. And it was such a balanced design of a toy. And it was just durable and fun. It was great. I had a lot of fun, and I always remember my dad was like, "There's no guns on them. They're right there. They shot them in the movie. They're right there." So I think I might get some black wash and accentuate the blast area so that the gun piece looks like some scoring on it, like some burn marks from shooting, and also to call out what it looks like. But yeah, this is an OG from back in the day, and they practically gave it away for the price that I got it for. I was like, yay! Yes. The pilot came out way after this was released. I don't think I want one. If I can find a cheap one, I might get one, but I'm not in a hurry. They probably just stay in there. Am I going to get the Sears exclusive car stock playset? I have a feeling that'd be more expensive than it would be to print parts of Bespin, which is what I'm probably going to do at this point. Probably going to try my hand with some STL files and modify my own. Not a whole playset, but like a backdrop and part of a floor. It's really all I want for each of these shelves. It's something I want to do. You know where one is. Man's always got an eye for something. Now I have one more thing to reveal. I had to get this 6-pack. When this first came out, I was like, this is a cool idea, but I'm not paying 130, 140, almost 150 bucks for it. It has a black suit Spider-Man, which I already had one. Marvel Legends has Silvermane, which is what I was most interested in. One of my first comic books ever was a comic book with Spider-Man in the black suit with Silvermane and Cloak and Dagger. And those characters made an impression on me. The Human Fly, which I always thought was just cool. Molten Man, which is a great character. And Razorback, which inspired a horror film of the same name, I believe. So there's no heavy hitters in this. If you have a black Spidey, the only thing you're getting here is the bigger eyes, which is nice. And Silvermane's a good get. Human Fly's a fun get. Molten Man's a pretty good get. And Razorback, it's Rhino, but he's a boar. But I will say that the box really makes this special because it is a cool piece of artwork that is actually worth keeping. And so many other of the figure sets they've been putting out lately of just 2 figures, 3, 4 figures, it's a digital render and there's nothing on there. It looks like shit. This was 40% off yesterday. In fact, I don't know if it still is 40% off, but it was like 70 some dollars. I said, for that price, that's worth it. Because I love Spider-Man characters in general, and for that price, I couldn't say no. Okay, it's actually cheaper now. It's down to $67 US. So I'm going to put this in chat. Because for $67, you're barely paying $12 a figure here. Barely. And that includes shipping. $13 a figure. And for that price, all of these I'd say are worth it. Let me show you the mock-up of it real quick. Hang on. For those that haven't seen it before. Wait, hang on. Went the wrong way. Sorry, guys. So you got Silvermane, Human Fly, Black Suit Spider-Man, which I love his scale. Here's the other characters, so he's more teenager looking like. And you got Razorback there, he's just ridiculous, but he's fun. And Molten Man, which the more I look at Molten Man, the more I like him. And I also revisited the original Secret Wars series and like his role in that first story. I loved what he did character-wise. So it was like, okay, that's worth it to me. Yeah, that would be funny if I reveal the statue. Technically, there was a box behind the figures that is a statue. It was a gift from someone. It was a statue of a punk skeleton drummer. You built a whole Bespin world out of cardboard boxes? And a basketball court board game. Nice. Goji with a good piece of news. As soon as Mego announced they're getting the Marvel license back, interest in Legends plummeted. That's fair, and I will probably be more interested in Megos now. I'm going to have to get a new Spider-Man, because I have the vintage one. That's a great gift that's going to be put in a custom box, put away to the side, and then a brand new one would be like posed with like Green Goblin or something. You go, Mego, we all go. Yeah, there's definitely the Mego price point's going to have to come down though. They have to go back to that $15 price point. $20 is too much for me for what they are. Great one to do is posable Black Suit Spider-Man with a copy of Secret Wars 8 in the background, the figure in the same pose. Yeah, that'd be a good one. Han and Lando shot some hoops while thinking about old times. They didn't bet on the Falcon. But, so yeah, those are like two of my gets. I did show you earlier with the toys. So there's like the Doctor Doom, Captain Marvel 2-pack. Iron Man had come in. Hawkeye had come in. Thor and Destroyer had come in. The Black Panther, I think, had been in for a while. I just hadn't unboxed him. I don't think I talked about him, but Daredevil was a big get. I was crying in my soup about that 3-pack. But just posing them is awesome. It's so much fun. But yeah, between that and then this 5-pack, which is a total impulse buy, and the Cloud Car, that's me for last week. Marvel's actually been more than 20 per figure because of Disney license ain't cheap, needed cash. Fair enough. Jason Garcia had to think, but I do have one statue. It's the Black Suit Spider-Man from Spidey-Man 3. Limited number statue, lost the box, but somewhere in storage. Gotcha. Lando lost the Falcon in a game of Horts. That's not what happened in the movie. Alright, folks. So, once again, you want to make sure at the end of the stream to join us over on Largo's Lair for Infinite Playlist with Universal Toy Collector. But as we wrap things up, did I make you think a little bit? I know we like to make jokes about the statues and certainly jokes about pop vinyls and different kinds of collecting, but at the end of the day, if a person collects something and they're not hurting themselves or anyone else by doing it, and they want to display it however they want to display it, like that's on them. You don't have to like it, and they don't have to like yours. We do not need the validation from others about the things that we love. The hobby should be its own reward. And if your hobby is based upon what other people think of that hobby, then you're not having very much fun. Maybe you'd better try something else. But if you are at that point where it doesn't feel like fun anymore, take a break from it. Take the time to enjoy what you have. Play around with them. Display them. Put them in ridiculous situations and see what happens. Play with your toys. Play with your collection. Have fun. And when you're ready to rejoin the collecting aspect of the hobby, may all your card backs be straight. May all your grinds be merry. And may you be able to find anything you're looking for at any given time at a price you feel is reasonable. Thank you for this slightly short edition of Toy Grinds Live. We will definitely see you next week for another show. Love you guys. We'll see you over at Largo's Lair. Largo's Lair? At Largo's Lair for Infinite Playlist. Good night for now.